students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, those who are listening, watching from the field of science, arts, commerce and engineering, the most honorable President Govt.International Modi ji, respected ministers and doctors, honorable advocates, advertisers, administrators and advisors, Reverend fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters, I Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily, cordially welcome all of you. It is really nice time, nice place, nice action. Your presence is praiseworthy, admirable, appreciable today as you are listening the truth of science to spirituality, language to literature. Dear friends, in this month of July, in the beginning of this month, it is a great change of the weather and thought of our scholars, bottom to top, root to fruit, first to last. As in the last month we have done a lot of things that were untouched from our daily routine, now we have come at the same track. So for it we have to take a note and try to do something better, nicer, finer for our nation and society. It should be our true aim, especially our language learners, those who want to get proficiency and sufficiency in speaking, reading, writing and listening English. How they can make them able, how they can make it sure that they can handle, tackle such complicated and complex situations in English learning. From the history we have learnt it that when English companies, Britishers came in India in 1600, from that time we are learning a lot of things from the foreigners, but during this time it was the different development of the language that made us able to keep our mind in present. So this is the present sense of mind that makes us able to feel the presence of Lord or God in all the basic teachings of all religions from this holy land of holy people. So dear friends, by being nationalistic and patriotistic, we can appreciate, admire our free thinkers, freedom fighters, astronomers, astrologers, those who came first on this land just for the welfare of humanity. And it is the true aim of our human life that is written in all the holy scriptures of this holy land. Commonly, our body that is mainly structured, pictured by Lord or God in the form of air, fire, soil, sky and water. So by being association or by being a great partner of these five elements, we can feel the presence of Lord in the form of true speaking partner, true speaking, listening, reading, writing traveler of the tongue. Our tongue is tasted in speaking, our ears are tasted in listening, and our eyes are tasted in reading, and our hands are tested through writing. Our writing module is very important for our learners, or for all of us, those who are improving their skills and teaching in the different schools, colleges, even in Indian universities and abroad, in Oxford, California, Pennsylvania, Atlanta, Harvard, different universities, our scholars are still doing research. So this is the true topic of research in the different fields of agriculture, industry, transportation, communication, railways, post office, banking, hospitals. Research can be done in any field, especially in maths, science, social study, commerce. These are the subjects that we select to do research. But basically and fundamentally, from where our these subjects of study have come, that is mega science in the form of philosophy or psychology, fundamentally that we have read in the beginning of the Gurukul education. At that time, there was only the one form of education, but later on, with the changing of time, there came different changes according to the revolutionary and visionary change in the thought of mind, opinions. So, innovative and inventive change never can break, never can stop. In future, these will remain unrelentingly, unceasingly, unstoppingly, forever, because our soul is immortal and unperishable. Rest of the things that we have got from the worldly things that are perishable. How should the beginners be initiated into writing? How will you teach writing? Please have your seat. YouTube खोलना आपका सर YouTube 3M creator class is going on. 3M creators 3M space CREATOR creators TOR last TOR search. Yes sir. Live is going on. 3M creators. It's going on. Okay, you can listen, you can subscribe. Teaching writing to beginners. In most cases, our students learn English as a second language. So they are in an advantageous position. They know how to sit while writing and hold the pen or the notebook. They are also conversant with writing, though in a different script. To begin teaching writing to beginners, the teacher should write the letters of the alphabet in groups on the blackboard. The students should carefully watch the movement of his hand as he writes the various letters. The teacher may even point out these movements by showing arrows. Abzi French had suggested that small letters should be arranged in the group. After teaching these small letters, capital letters should be taught. French had suggested round capitals, each filling one circle like O, Q, C, Z, D. Not on the basis of sound. You have to observe these letters on the basis of their shape. Square capital, each filling one square. Each filling one square. How? H, N, M, T, Z, A, X, U, V, W. These are square capitals in English, because while not only speaking but also during writing, we feel square shape. Half square capitals, each filling half a square. Small e, small f, small l, small k, small y, small z, small I. Half circle capitals, small s, small p, small b, small I. The students must use 4-lined exercise books to write. These notebooks help the students to write letters of uniform size. It is the base or the fundamentals of the students that must be taught initially to the learners. Size, shape, figure of the letters. For making it correct, they are to use 4-line English notebook that will help them in proper shaping and sizing the letters. The teacher may write in pencil models of letters on students' notebooks. The students are asked to overwrite using a Z-nib holder. Horseback's writing copybooks may be introduced with profit. The advantage of these copybooks is that models of letters or words are traced on them. The student writes over them and has practice in writing on the blank space. Students should be taught to write in print script in the beginning. It is simpler, easier and more beautiful than the cursive hand. There are 3 types of handwriting. One is forward slanting, second is vertical, and third is backward slanting. The teacher should ensure that the student uses a uniform style in this regard. From writing letters, the student proceeds to writing words and then sentences. The teacher should keep this in mind, that the students should not be made to write anything which they have not mastered orally and in reading earlier. Transcription. At the early stage, most of the writing will be simply transcription. That is, copying from the blackboard or from some writing copybook. Transcription enables the students to practice letters of proper shape and size. It also encourages their motor memory. They master the spelling of words that they have learned in speaking and reading. Their knowledge of structures is also enforced. Transcription also teaches them the use of capital letters and marks of punctuation. It also enables them to acquire a good hand. What are the techniques that can be helpful in teaching writing at the early stage? Techniques can be helpful in teaching writing. By overwriting, the teacher writes something with a pencil on the notebooks of the students. The students are asked to overwrite. It can also be done by prescribing English writing notebooks in which letters or words or sentences are written with dots. In this way, the students can have overwriting practice. With the help of flashcards, the teacher can also use flashcards to teach writing. The teacher gives flashcards to the students. Something is written on these. It is by consulting the flashcards. The students write down the same thing in their notebooks. With the help of blackboard, the teacher may use the blackboard on which something is written. He asks the students to observe it carefully and copy it down in their notebooks. By writing the first line, the teacher writes the first line in the notebooks of the students. Then he asks the students to complete the whole page by consulting the first line. By using substitution table, the teacher prepares the substitution table on the blackboard or on a chart. He makes the students understand how they have to consult it for speaking or writing purpose. By and by, the teacher is to enable the students to write without consulting the book, flashcards or the blackboard. The teacher should see that the students have good handwriting. By good handwriting, we mean legible writing which can be read by anybody and everybody without any difficulty. It does not mean decorated one. Dear friends, next we are listening different types of writing scripts in English. What are the different types of writing scripts in English? Which script should the beginners in the language follow and why? Kind of script. The English letters have their origin in Roman script. At present, English has mainly three kinds of script. One is print script, two is cursive script, and third is rounded cursive script. One is print script. Print script is the one that is used in printing. In this script, letters of a word are not joined together. That is why it is easier to learn. It is given in the textbooks of the student. It is a good practice to start with print script and then to turn to cursive writing after a year or two. Cursive script, it is also named as running writing. In it, letters of a words are joined together by curves, etc. It is uniform, rhythmic, and natural. Its advantages are those which are the disadvantages of the print script. It increases the speed of writing. Most of the English knowing people use it. It saves time and energy. Disadvantages of cursive writing. One is it is not fit for the beginners. It is difficult and complex to follow. It is not legible. It has no clarity, cleanliness and beauty. Examples of cursive writing as our beginners or learners of the language start writing. Round cursive script. It is also known as Merrill Richardson script. In it, only some letters of a word are joined together. It is the combination of both print and cursive script. It has advantages and disadvantages of both kinds of scripts. There has been controversy regarding the script that the beginners in English should follow. The minority opinion, however, is that the beginners should follow the print script for the first 2 or 3 years and later on switch over to cursive script. The advantages of print script over the cursive script. These are the introduction of print script in the beginning saves the student from the botheration of learning two scripts simultaneously. That is, the print script for reading and the cursive script for writing. The students can detect his mistakes by comparing his writing with what is written in the reader. Print script is easier to learn than the cursive script as the student has no join individual letters to form words as in the case with cursive hand. Print script is more beautiful than the cursive hand. Methods of teaching writing. There are various methods of teaching writing with their merits and demerits. Methods of teaching writing.